Plastic production is a worldwide crisis. According to a 2022 article by Our World in Data, since the 1950s, humans have produced over 8 billion tons of plastic. Half of this has went straight into landfills. Once hailed as an innovation, plastic continues to be mass-produced. But as the production of plastic increases over time, the world has realized it might be one of the biggest global menaces. The more plastic that is produced, the larger the plastic pollution problem grows. This will affect future generations and our planetary health. I have done extensive research on plastic pollution, and I've participated in several coastal cleanups, actively cleaning plastic waste out of the oceans near my home. I have personally seen how harmful plastic pollution can be to marine life, humans, and the environment as a whole. Let's begin with discussing the impact of plastic pollution and why it is an environmental crisis. Plastic pollution can cause damage in multiple ways. By poisoning the air, soil, and water with microplastics and toxic chemicals, or even choking animals who unwittingly ingest it. In a National Geographic article written in June 2019, Laura Parker highlights the fact that plastics contain additives that make them stronger, more flexible, and durable. But these same additives extend the life of plastic products, some estimating over 400 years to break down. These additives can be toxic to the environment and leave plastic to litter the earth far longer than those who made it, used it, or threw it away. The production of plastic has increased exponentially and will continue to grow more and more every year. Like I've stated before, this increase in plastic production directly relates to an increase in plastic pollution. You may be asking, where does all of this plastic waste go? One answer to this question is one of the world's largest ecosystems and one of the most polluted by plastic, the ocean. In November 2021, the International Union for Conservation of Nature put out an issue brief stating that at least 14 million tons of plastic enter our oceans yearly. Have you ever heard of the Great Pacific Garbage Patch? Imagine a giant garbage island, twice the size of the state of Texas. This is what's floating in the Pacific Ocean. Here's a picture of just a small portion of the Great Pacific Garbage Patch, made up of 99% plastic pollution. Many animals will die due to ingesting plastic unwittingly. For example, sea turtles often confuse plastic grocery bags for jellyfish. They inhale them and suffocate, or become trapped or entangled in plastic waste, like this sea turtle here. Plastic pollution is harmful to marine life, leading to negative effects on food safety and also human health. For those who love seafood, imagine all the fish in the sea infested with toxic chemicals. For those who love to vacation the beach, imagine the beautiful sand and glistening ocean littered with plastic pollution as far as the eye can see. This is the future if we do not stop plastic pollution. Now that you are aware of the damages, let's talk about how we can solve this problem. Recycling is the biggest answer to the plastic pollution crisis. Recycling is the action or process of converting waste into reusable materials. By recycling, you help reduce plastic waste, which in turn prevents harmful chemicals and microplastics from polluting our air, soil, and water. As I mentioned before, plastics pollute our oceans, but according to a 2020 article in the Washington Post titled, "From National Parks to the Deep Sea, Plastic Pollution is Showing Up Wherever Scientists Look," author John Metcalf informs us that scientists discovered microplastics pollute our air. They can be inhaled by humans and become lodged in our lungs. By taking part in recycling, you may save not only animals, but many human lives as well. Although some may consider sorting through trash tedious, the results are worth a few extra minutes of your time. By doing so, you may ensure the quality of life for future generations. Now that you're aware of plastic pollution and how we can solve, let's talk about why you should be called to action and why you should recycle. Recycling will create a more sustainable future. As human beings, we have an ethical responsibility. It is our duty to create a sustainable environment for future generations. Your children, grandchildren, and many generations to come will be dealing with the consequences of our pollution now. A healthier planet is the result of recycling. If it can become a worldwide practice, we can prevent the growth of this plastic pollution crisis. I ask you to imagine a world with no Great Pacific Garbage Patch, where there is no pollution in our air. Imagine a world where no one ever has to worry about poisoned water or soil. Planet Earth is our home, and we must take care of it. Recycling is one step towards creating a healthier environment and home for us all and for the future. Let's review. I've told you about plastic pollution and how it is a worldwide crisis, affecting animals, humans, and the planetary health. Pollution is poisoning our planet, which is our home, and we can solve this issue by taking responsibility and recycling plastics. By doing so, we keep them from piling up in our landfills, polluting our waters and air. Together, let's create a greener tomorrow and save this planet by recycling one piece of plastic at a time.